I was seeing images of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery being killed on the news, on my Instagram feed.
I started obsessing on all these Bob Dylan songs that were written in the early 60s during the civil rights movement. And I just kept thinking about who is this white guy from rural Minnesota writing these songs for.
A bullet from the back of a bush took Medgar blood.
So with that, we ended up conceptualizing a project where we could revisit so many of these songs in the past and heal the divides between communities through the universal language of music. The way the Black LP operates is we would travel to a specific community and select a key theme centered around race relations in the United States.
It's really important for the project to be embedded in the community. So we like to find local partners, local businesses, local organizations that we can collaborate with.
It's all based on this model, this formula of you start with a conversation. How does that result in, instruct, inform a song? Whether it's reimagining one that's already written or writing one from scratch.
I worked with Sarah and we reinterpreted the song The Klan by Alan Arkin. But then when we did the roundtable at the church that had been burned by the Klan, like that really brought it home.
He who travels with the Klan is a monster, not a man.
The roundtable part of the discussion for the project was enlightening, as discussions always are. A diverse group of people basically just sitting in a circle and talking, taking the time and making the effort to actually listen to what somebody else has to say.
Have a conversation with somebody who isn't just like yourself, with the intention of having hard discussions. We gotta talk about it, and that's kind of where the theme of our tune came from.
Our country 'tis of the land of slavery, of the essay, of the essay.
Black Legacy Project is the coolest Black history project I've ever worked on. It was healing to be able to study this history, to be able to learn about my ancestors. That's the people that I come from. That's the people that we all come from.
Muddy Waters, known as McKinley Morganfield, is my great uncle. So I would hear about, Muddy Waters is your uncle, but that it didn't mean too much to me at 8 and 9 years old, because I didn't play the guitar at all. So as I got older, people started asking the question, is Muddy Waters your uncle? I was like, yeah. And they was like, wow, really? Really?
My grandfather came from a very small town called Okemah, Oklahoma. His father had a little general store in the town, and Woody saw this postcard in his father's store of this lynching. That moment, I believe, created Woody Guthrie that we know. To not join his father, but to leave home and become this troubadour, that's the moment that we're looking for right now.
Bringing a bunch of strangers together to create 3 songs in 3 days is nuts. It's actually a little insane.
I was worried. What? I don't know these people. I was definitely worried. I was just like, okay, me and David knocked that out. That was cool, but now we have to write something.
You have to feel the music first. You have to identify with the music. So I knew I wanted to be there first. You know what I'm saying? Then get the drums, like we can vibe out on that, and then I had Reggie do this. Like I feel like it's just something to grab you. Let me tell you a story.
But I'll keep asking till I die. Tell me if you can. What is the color of the soul of a man?
What is the question?
Yes.
The question is what I want.
I know this is where Susie excels.
What if
questions came from the future.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that. Yeah,
Say
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
Got back to the future. Then Caroline said, wait, what's that? I was like, I don't know, I'm just explaining something. She was like, that's beautiful, that's a good place to start. And so we took that and built upon it, based on that original idea of just coming together.
The original song and the creation of it with the people that we had involved was a very interesting metaphor for how we move forward in the social justice conversation.
We have to make sure we're all having the common belief, that we all agree in the same things and how we want to say it, and then we can put it out. It was a lot, but we did it, and it was a really cool process to go through.
We don't know.
You like that?
And then when we go to the chorus, we'll go to the E major like.
It just seems like a chance to try and right some wrongs and get to know some people better.
I'm always aiming to have an impact on people with my music, and I hope it does afford a wide palette of people to just take pause and think about how they're conducting their lives, and how they may be impeding the lives of others.
I hope that people can see that there are many ways to be an ally and to care about bridging communities.
As people who care about society and the conscious aspect of society, we need to start writing those songs, singing those songs. That's what was fun, and being part of the Black Legacy Project is being able to work with other people coming up with songs that have a positive message for society.
It's giving compassion to someone who is seeking to learn and support. It's saying also that this conversation is not enough, that you need to step into the world and change your spaces.
We have to work together as a team in order to be able to build this nation of belonging where everybody belongs.